Steiner, former Haas F1 team principal, just dropped a bombshell suggestion that's got everyone talking. Could Max really earn that much by changing teams? Is this just wild speculation, or is there more to the story? We're going to break down the facts behind this mind-blowing claim. You'll see why even finishing last could make Max richer than ever, and how this could change the entire F1 landscape. Plus, we'll reveal Aston Martin's surprising role in all this. Stick around to find out if Max might actually consider this crazy deal. Steiner's comment about Max Verstappen taking $1 billion to go to Aston Martin is mind-blowing. It really shows how much Max is worth to a team. He's been dominating F1 for years, and teams want him because he's like the golden ticket in racing. But it's more than just his driving skills. Max is a complete package. He's fast on the track, sure, but he's also a massive brand. Every time he steps out of the car, does an interview, or posts on social media, all eyes are on him. That attention is gold for teams. Steiner's point about Max taking the billion, even if he finishes last, makes sense from a business perspective. In F1 today, it's about the sponsors, the attention, the whole show, and Max brings all of that. But here's the thing. It's not just about the money for Max. He's a racer at heart. He wants to win. So while $1 billion sounds great, he's got to be thinking about whether he can win with that team and keep pushing himself to be better. That's what it's all about for him. This is just the start of our story, though. There's a lot more going on behind the scenes with Max and Red Bull. It's like a chess game, and we're just seeing the first move. You've got teams making these massive offers, but then you've got to think about what Red Bull's going to do to keep their star. And that's where things get really interesting. Max Verstappen's dominance in Formula One is undeniable, but keeping him at the top is a challenge Red Bull faces head-on. The team's success isn't just about the car anymore. It's about the entire package, and they're feeling the pressure to deliver. Helmut Marko, Max's mentor in F1, doesn't mince words. He's made it clear they need to give Max a competitive car, even if it's slightly slower than others. But what makes a car truly competitive? Is it the engine, aerodynamics, or something we haven't considered yet? Red Bull's current situation is far from comfortable. The RB20 hasn't met expectations, falling short of the team's previous season performances. Max's incredible driving has masked these issues, but the team knows it's not sustainable. Marko openly admitted the successes of Max actually masked the problems we had with the car. Imagine winning races in a car that's not even the third fastest. That's Max's reality right now. The RB20's struggles are evident. Its performance inconsistencies across different tracks have been a major concern for the team. You can almost feel Max's frustration building. He's a racer at heart, constantly pushing himself to improve. But even the best drivers need the right tools. Christian Horner, the team boss, understands the urgency. He knows things change quickly in F1, and Max needs to see that Red Bull is committed to staying at the top. It's a delicate balance, trying to keep their star driver happy and winning. Marko's warning is clear. If we cannot provide him with a competitive car, there is no reason for Max to stay with us. Red Bull is on the clock to keep delivering. For Max, it's not about the money. Sure, $1 billion sounds great, but what he really wants is to win, to push himself to be better. That's what drives him. Red Bull's challenge now is to match that drive with a car that can truly showcase Max's incredible skills and keep him at the forefront of Formula One. Aston Martin is making some serious moves in the background, and it's got everyone in the paddock talking. They're not just hoping Max will come to them, they're building a whole strategy around it. First, they signed Adrian Newey, the legendary designer behind Max's championship-winning cars. Newey's track record is incredible. He's designed cars that have won multiple world championships across different teams. It's a clear message to Max. We're serious about winning. But Aston Martin didn't stop there. They're approaching potential sponsors with a bold pitch. They're telling companies to imagine their logo on Max Verstappen's Aston Martin. They're selling the dream before it's even happened. Then there's the Honda deal. From 2026, Aston Martin will be using Honda engines, the same power units Max has been winning with at Red Bull. It's like they're recreating Max's winning formula, piece by piece. This strategy ties into what Steiner said about the billion-dollar offer. Steiner wasn't just talking about money, he was talking about value. Aston Martin seems to understand this. They're not just offering cash, they're offering a vision of a team built around Max. Mike Crack, the team principal, has been clear about their ambitions. He's basically left the door wide open for Max. And Max, he's not shutting it down. He actually said Newey being there makes Aston Martin more attractive. But here's the thing about Max. He's not just after a big paycheck. For him, it's about the racing, about being the best. Aston Martin gets this. They're saying, come here and we'll give you everything you need to keep winning. So what we're seeing is a team with a plan. They're making moves, showing Max they're serious about winning. And that's the kind of thing that could make a champion like Max stop and think. It's not just about hope. It's about building a future that's too good to ignore. One good idea, one breakthrough, and suddenly you could be at the front of the grid. With Newey on board, who knows what kind of car Aston Martin could come up with. They're not just dreaming about getting Max, they're building their whole future around the idea. Max Verstappen isn't just about winning races. He's driven by a deep-rooted passion for racing that's been with him since childhood. Growing up in a racing family, with his father Jos as a former F1 driver, Max breathed motorsport from day one. This background shaped his fierce competitive spirit and relentless pursuit of excellence. Max's relationship with Helmut Marko goes beyond a typical driver-advisor dynamic. It's like Marko's a second father to him. This bond has been crucial in Max's development as a driver and a person. Remember when there was drama at Red Bull last year? Max didn't hesitate to say, if Marko goes, I go. That's loyalty born from years of trust and working together. But Max's talent shines even when the car isn't at its best. He's been open about the fact that his success has sometimes covered up problems with the car. Max consistently outperforms expectations, showcasing his ability to extract maximum performance from less competitive machinery. The pressure on Max to make the right decision about his future is immense. He's not just thinking about wins and championships, but also about his legacy in the sport. Can he become one of the all-time greats? Will staying with Red Bull or moving to another team give him the best shot at achieving that goal? Max's focus on self-improvement is relentless. He's always looking for ways to be better, faster, more consistent. It's not just about beating others, it's about pushing his own limits. This mindset makes him an invaluable asset to any team, but it also means he needs an environment that can match his ambition and drive. As Max considers his options, he's looking at the whole picture. Can a team provide not just a fast car, but also the support and trust he needs to keep evolving as a driver? Because for Max, standing still is not an option. He's always looking forward, always hungry for more. That's what makes him Max Verstappen, and that's what any team signing him will need to understand and nurture. Max Verstappen's in the eye of an F1 storm. It's about racing, money, loyalty, and the sport's future. His decision will reshape F1 big time. Things change fast in this world, so we gotta stay alert. Red Bull's under pressure to keep him, but Mercedes is interested too. For Max, it's all about winning and pushing himself. What do you think Max will do? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe for updates on this developing story. We might even see some surprising twists soon. Will Max's choice change the balance of power in F1? Stay tuned to find out.